knock, who's there? Who that is?
There's a special guest at our doorstep. You're invited. Exclusive to Good Hope FM.
And listen, not only Chad Saaiman, but many people alike. I am a recent sports individual, sports girly, sports enthusiast, and interested person. But I will tell you that this guy truly is something like you haven't seen. He never went through a soccer academy, but still made it all the way to the Premier League. Many dreamed about it, few did it, and he definitely is one of those. From Cape Town Spurs to Kaizer Chiefs, from earning silverware to leading teams as a coach, I'm talking about none other than Shaun Bartlett, whose journey of hard work, faith, and resilience truly got him to the top of the top. Welcome to the Lunch Club, Shaun Bartlett.
Oh, wow. Thanks for that introduction.
It's such a pleasure.
I really appreciate that.
No, listen, we're in good company. I am so hype. I did more research than I've ever done on an individual leading up to this, because I just know that I'm in the midst of a legend. I know that what you've done for the world of sports, but also just the world of South Africa and Africa, has been an incredible journey for you. So I'm so excited to just sit down and get to know the man behind the sports. Now, you are sports kid.
Yes.
I hope I'm saying that right, because
Yes.
you played a bit of cricket. You thought you were going to get into cricket, actually.
Yep.
Bit of tennis, a bit of baseball. You even dreamed of being a cricketer, but then you landed in the soccer world. So tell me a little bit more about that journey.
I think it's the beauty of growing up in South Africa. You know, every sport is seasonal. June, July, school holidays, you're outside playing tennis. Then summer times, you're playing cricket. Football was all year for me. And that was really the passion of my life. I was good in all the other sports. But I think football took priority, and I ended up making a good career out of it.
A good career?
Yeah.
A great career. I think I'm actually going to throw more applause in this interview than I ever have. But I do know that soccer is almost something that you had to work harder at.
Yep.
And it reminded me of my father when he kind of took me down the realm of sports when we would train for like our 10Ks together. And he would always tell me I wasn't born athletic. I had to really work at this. And
Yes.
he's in the volleyball side
Sure.
of things, beach volleyball, and he is fantastic. So I can appreciate that a little bit more. But I know at just like 16, 17 years old, you had a turning point where the church was involved and some guy had seen you play.
Yep.
And then that was actually your mark into the soccer world. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, it's strange how it happened, but you know, I always believe it's all about timing and,
Yeah.
and God's timing, and for me it happened that way. I got seen in playing in a church league, and one of the guys said, you should go for a trial. I think you're good enough. And I ended up going to Cape Town Spurs, where the coach really saw what he liked. He said, you're a bit raw, but I think if we work with you, you can get to the next level. And within 3 months, I found myself in the first team of Cape Town Spurs.
3 months. Shaun, that is so crazy. Wait, actually, no, I don't even know if it's crazy. Is that normal?
It is crazy because, like you started with the introduction, most of the time you've got to go through an academy.
Right.
And that takes 5 to 8 years to get to a professional team. So for me, it was all about opportunity and timing. And it happened a lot sooner than I expected.
Sure. And it says something about when you're presented with an opportunity, like you almost have to take it hands on
Yep.
and really lean into it. Do you think that you felt like this could be the moment for me? Did you throw everything on the floor and said, I'm actually going to put my everything into this?
Well, I had to.
Yeah.
I think the nature of South Africa and football, there are so many kids that want to make it to the next level, and you don't. And I've got 3 boys of my own, and I've said to them, firstly, you train and play like somebody's always watching. And that's what happened to me. And the second thing is less than 1% make it to the elite level.
Sure.
So if you think about the PSL, who's got 2 leagues, 32 teams, that's 3,000 footballers in a country of 60 million plus.
Yeah.
3,000 professional footballers. So it's not that easy to make it, but even more difficult to sustain it.
Do you ever just look back at your life and like, yeah, I did
yeah.
that. Like, I'm him. I'm that guy.
I think now, obviously, being an older age, I can reflect.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, I was more than blessed with this career and the way and where I went, like you said, you know, played in America, played in Switzerland, played in England.
100%.
And the national team as well with playing in World Cup.
Yeah.
So I think for me, it was just beyond my imagination, to be honest.
And I had to ask you about that as well, with your world travels, of course, with soccer too. What was your favorite team that you have played with? Where do you think you played the best football?
Without a doubt, it has to be Charlton in the
yeah?
Premier League. Even today, it's the league, the best league in the world, regarded as the best league. Everybody wants to play there. I think the best players also apply their trade. And you know, for me, reflecting back now, I can say I played against Beckham, I played against Scholes, I played against Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ryan Giggs. So these are small things that you appreciate now after playing.
Because at the time, I mean, you were in it. So it's so hard to have that perspective to know that this is a big moment in my life as well. Do you have any like locker room tales that you can just spill the tea on a little bit? Tell us a moment that you will never forget that happened on your travels with soccer as well.
Well, I think that's not necessarily a locker room tale, but I think when I was at Charlton, the manager at the time saw us do a warm-up for South Africa, and he was quite bemused as to what exactly does this entail. It's so Africa, it's all about rhythm. We used to do dancing and moving and stretching, and we ended up doing it at Charlton, Mark Fish and myself.
Oh my gosh!
And we went unbeaten for 15 games, and every time we would do the warm up in the stadium, they would add music to it. The fans would get involved. It was a whole vibe, to be honest.
Bring South Africa to the global
exactly,
space.
And that's what we have as South Africans. We just have that automatic connection with people.
What sort of music would they play? I mean, were they coming through the TKZ? Like, what were they doing?
Oh yeah, at the time, the issue bobos and those things. I think it sort of combined with what we were doing on the field, and just everybody getting involved, I think was just truly amazing.
Okay, you got to show us your dance moves just a little bit. When Shaun walked in, I actually gave him the soccer ball. He said, "Oh, are you battling me? Are we about to go play a game?" I said, "Not in these heels, Shaun, not today." But maybe check out our socials with Shaun Bartlett. We might just before we close up this part of the chat, I've got to ask you though. It's Mental Health Awareness Month, and the sports world is finally having more honest conversations around people being a little bit more stable, unstable, whatever it may be. And I have to ask you how you sort of worked through the hard moments throughout your career when you necessarily weren't chosen, when you knew your worth. You know what I'm saying? When you're standing there going, "Pick me," and they're going, "Not yet." How did you get through those moments?
I've always believed that the support of your family is the most important thing. Initially, obviously, I had my uncles and aunts growing up with my grandparents, and then when I got married, was my wife and kids. So there's a lot of times people only see you in the public eye with the success. They don't see the setbacks and the injuries and the long layoffs and not being selected. And in England, even more so. You're under so much pressure every game. And literally the people are 2 meters away from you. The stand. And they're constantly in your ear, whether it be negative or positive.
No, they're loud, eh?
Yeah. Exactly. So you've got to be really mentally tough in order to take that pressure, but also to be able to block it out. And for me, it's always been about myself. Even though it's a team sport, you've got to focus on yourself, whether it be mental health or physical health, in order to succeed, but also perform at a high level for a very long time.
Sure. Well, listen, more with our coach in just a little bit. And if you have any questions or even comments for Shaun Bartlett right now, hit us up on 0712860639. Now, before Shaun walked in, we said, give us some of your favorite local artists. And he just happens to be a fan of one of my favorite people too. It's all about the double HP, music and lights on the Lunch Club. More with Shaun after this. No, listen, Lunch Clubbers, when we say special guest, we mean that with everything within. We're talking about none other than the great, the GOAT. He is, of course, Shaun Bartlett, Coach Shaun Bartlett as well. And Shaun, let me just tell you, so many people have come through on the WhatsApp line just praising you as you deserve.
Thank
so
you.
if you don't mind, let us give you your flowers right now. I have this message coming through saying, "Good afternoon, CC Lunch Clubbers, to our special guest, Mr. Shaun Bartlett. Just want to say thank you for the opportunity you wanted to give me at your previous club with the Red. Let's just leave it at that." This is from Gershon Koch. Thank you so much, Gershon. Another one saying, "Carissa, what a great coach you have there, but even better human. Grateful for knowledge and wisdom Coach Shaun passed on, not only about football, but for life itself. We can even use it now as a coach myself." He doesn't only give the message, he actually lives it. And I love that. That one coming from Shane Pochenpool. Thank you so much. When you hear messages like this, so you're like, is that me?
Well, that's two former players, and one of them I coached as well. It's certain things you take through life. I've always believed if you invest in people, you leave a legacy. I enjoyed scoring goals at the highest level.
The highest level.
But it's making an impact in other people's lives that's leaving a legacy. And that's why I went into coaching. And I always say to the players, I'm here to make you a better man, not a better player. And I think that's what this country needs. We've got enough footballers, but men is what this country needs.
I'm so sorry, but that deserves a
I keep on being blown away by the things that you're saying. But this is absolutely true. I'm so glad you're a dad of 3. Then, well done. We need more dads raising boys like
Raising
this.
boys,
Thank you.
exactly.
Thank you.
A motivational speaker also added to the list. Their TED Talk coming soon. Really excited about this. Jeremy also got in touch.
Good day, Mr. Shaun Bartlett. Oh, wait, no, let me say it properly. The legendary Shaun Bartlett. Say. And also, good afternoon to my favorite girl, Carissa.
Hey, what's good?
Macy. Guys, from my side, I just want to say, yo, Shaun, I have so much admiration for you. Yo, for who you are in the sport industry and what you've achieved. I've got so much respect for you, sir. I salute you, sir, honestly. Shaun, I also know that you are a big Man United fan. I just want to know your thoughts on Mr. Foster, Lau Foster, representing South Africa in the Premier League right now. Personally, from me, I couldn't be more excited and happy and proud of this young man. Scoring the winner for Burnley this past weekend, just wow. I just wanted to know your thoughts on that. And then also, Shaun, I'm a big Arsenal fan. What do you think? Is it finally time for Arsenal to get it over the line? I can't contain my excitement. Really. Just for me, dicey lifestyle, man. I think it's finally time, Shaun. But what do you think, sir?
You said it's
That's two
finally
questions.
time. Okay, let's start with Al first. He's actually my cousin. I'm just going to claim him now already.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think he's a great prospect. He's got a lot of good abilities, and there seems to be some affiliation with Man United and South Africans. Lyle Foster scored against United. I scored against United. Mark Fish scored against United. Benny scored against United. We just love scoring against United.
I think so.
Even
and
though that's
I
the
like
team
to
I
see it.
support.
No. What?
Yeah, unfortunately, that is the team I support.
Hey, the heartbreak.
But I do feel positive for Arsenal. I think it is their season. I hope they win the Premier League. I know everybody says, Champions League and things like that. I think dark horses for Champions League, but I think the Premier League should be priority.
You want to put some money on it? Or
I wouldn't put money on it because I want to wait till at least April. Because normally between February and April, Arsenal go in a bit of a dull moment.
Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get Shaun back again when it comes to that time of the year. But I have another one coming through from a very special somebody. So let's have a listen to this one. Mr. CS, you there?
Shaun Bartlett, Mr. Bartlett, coach. Thank you so much for everything that you've done for not just the city of Cape Town, but for South Africa. Being a kid, I remember playing amateur football at Reikersdal and then going across all the players and saying, which player do you want to be? And everyone came with different players. This one said, I want to be Cristiano. This one said, I wanted to be Wayne Rooney, and different folks. And it got to me last, and I said, Shaun Bartlett. And I remember everyone looked at me because it was so different. And for me, the fact that I could relate to you, the fact that you scored that banger of a volley that came over your shoulder, I think when you were at Charlton Athletic, is a goal I can still see so clearly. I couldn't be here today as we are expecting twins, myself and my wife, but I just wanted to send you this to show love. Thank you for joining the Lunch Club, and we just wanted to give you your flowers. And I can't wait to see you next time. And next time we do share a pitch together, I would appreciate another assist, or I'd like to return the favor to you too. Take care.
Top pins, Chad, top pins. I love that. When the two of you play together, I really hope that you'll bring it home. What happened the last time you guys won a pitch together?
We played an exhibition match at Atlas Stadium. And like you indicated, I managed to give him the ball to score a goal. And, it's obviously for him, it was an exciting moment because like you just explained, he played on the same field as someone he looked up to. And that's the only thing that I can do, or what we should do as sports people is to give a little bit of hope to the next generation and really show them that anything is possible. I just said it now, that to grow up in Factoryton and to make it to Anfield or Old Trafford, nobody would have been able to understand or how it happened. But things are possible. And that's the little bit of hope I give to the kids from our areas, but also the next generation as to stay positive.
I will tell you this much, that I know for sure that your Oma would be so proud. At the age of 10, you wrote 3 things on a piece of paper. Playing on TV, playing for the national team, playing in England.
Yeah.
She got to see 2 of the 3, but you ticked off all 3 of those. And I wonder if 10-year-old Shaun would be proud of you right now.
Yeah, I think that without a doubt, in order to achieve something, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes grit, it takes determination, but more importantly, it takes focus and support from family. And like you said, she managed to see 2 of those things, but I know she was watching from up there to see the 3rd one happening as well.
Absolutely. And watching us right now, listen, Omar, you're also a member of the VIP right here on the Lunch Club, like our Shaun over here. We've got a book in front of you right now, a blue book, and every week we basically ask our guests to ask the next guest a question.
Okay.
The last week guest didn't know that you're going to be here. Maybe she would have asked you something else had she known. But go ahead and open the book and let's see what Miss Tracy Lee Rosalind, top award-winning stylist in South Africa, asked Shaun Bartlett.
Wow, this is very Cape Townian.
Okay.
If you were a Gatsby, what's your filling?
Bet you've never been asked that
Oh,
before.
wow. I'll probably go and say I'll be the sauce. Because without the sauce, everything will be dry. So I'll spice up that Gatsby without a doubt.
It was some sauce.
Great
answer.
He's got the sauce, and we know this for sure. Our coach in studio, Shaun Bartlett, this has been an honor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I
So
really
many
appreciate
people
it.
still coming through just saying, yeah, I've got questions, but we're gonna keep that for off air because they're asking other things now. It's fine. We're gonna leave it. Catch this conversation on the Good Up FM podcast. Of course, we're also filming it, so you'll be able to see it on YouTube too. But parting words, Shaun, some encouragement for the next gen. We've seen it in action with your life. What do you want to leave us with?
I think the most important thing as to where I got to, I came from nothing, appreciated something, achieved something, and I appreciate everything. So when you come from nothing and you achieve something, appreciate everything. That's the important thing. And the support of my family, without a doubt, helped me got to where I was, I am today, to be honest.
All right. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Shaun Bartlett. Maybe we'll see one of your sons in the seat
Yep.
very, very soon.
Let's hope so.
But listen, he'll continue on his coaching avenue, and who knows what the future holds for him. Stick around right here. It is The Lunch Club on Good Up FM.